What's going on, friends and family? Welcome back. This is My Thoughts Uncut. I am your host, Terrence Manning. Today we're going to talk about Oakland, California. The police chief who recently quit his position in Oakland, California as the Oakland, California police chief. They've had numerous police chiefs quit or get fired. We're going to take a deep dive into this and see what's going on.
Police chief is resigning after just 18 months on the job.
We have ABC 7 News team coverage with Tim Johns, who has reaction from a former police chief and Oakland.
Damn, just 18 months? Oof, I thought he was there longer than that.
Community members.
That in a moment, but let's begin with ABC 7 News reporter Unser Hassan with details on Chief Floyd Mitchell's sudden resignation. Unser.
Dan and Amma, good evening. We did reach out to Police Chief Mitchell, but he declined an interview to tell us why he's stepping down. We spoke to the police union. It believes it was Chief Mitchell's decision to resign.
I'm truly honored to be given this opportunity to serve as Oakland's police chief.
18 months later, Oakland Police Chief Floyd Mitchell is calling it quits.
10 minutes
stepping down
later.
on December 5th. In his farewell email to the police department, obtained by ABC 7 News, Chief Mitchell writes, "Deciding to resign was not an easy decision, nor was it made in haste. Even as I pen this email to each of you, I am filled with a complex mix of emotions." But the email doesn't give a specific reason for his decision to leave. Were you surprised by the announcement?
Unfortunately, I am not.
Sergeant Hui Win is president of the Oakland Police Union. He says the police chief position has been a revolving door in Oakland, which leads to instability within the department.
To be number 15th in the last 25 years that I've been here, it just every time that a chief take the helm, it's just a matter of time when it will occur, and that's the sad part of the condition of the police department.
The city of Oakland has pointed to a drop in violent crime this year compared to last year under Chief Mitchell as a possible sign that things are improving. But Sergeant Hui Win argues another change in leadership is a problem.
But the true reality is we have to self-evaluate ourselves as a city. Why have we gone to so many police chiefs? The number of police chiefs that in and out of this place make it.
Let's show you again. Let me show you.
The number of police chiefs.
That guy right there was the former police chief. I believe he got fired wrongfully. He actually went to arbitration and they found that he didn't do anything wrong. But it's funny. I'm going to show you what happened with that guy.
That in and out of this place make it very difficult to function as an agency, make it very difficult, to follow the tasks that need to be accomplished.
Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee and the city now begin the search for a new chief. In a statement on Wednesday,
she looks like Karen Bass,
saying, "I'm grateful for Chief Mitchell's collaboration with our administration and his focus on community-centered policing." The Oakland Police Commission responded in a statement saying, "We must also..."
When you have the mayor and the governor and just the state of California basically making it harder for you to do your job, making it harder for you to try your best to keep your fellow officers safe when they go out and patrol, when they go out and put their lives on the line. This police chief seems to be in the middle of a war between these politicians who are trying to get illegal immigrants in these states and cities and slap on the wrist for these criminals who go to jail and then get right back out actually into the streets and cause the same crimes and even elevating their crimes. So I can see why it's hard for him and all the other police chiefs who actually care about their city and their state. And this is a black man. So you can't say, racism or anything like that towards other black people who are committing crimes. He's trying to solve and prevent these crimes while these politicians in these states and cities in California are trying their best to allow it. Why?
express our shared disappointment as significant progress was being made in restoring trust and embracing oversight through crafting smart policy, removing unnecessary administrative burdens, and working towards standardizing a progressive discipline process. In another statement to ABC 7 News, Oakland City Council member Janani Ramachandran says finding a new police chief is not easy. She's calling for transparency in the selection process. Reporting live, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.
Ansar, thank you. And reaction to Chief Mitchell's announcement is also coming in from Oakland insiders and the community itself.
ABC 7 News reporter Tim Johns is in the newsroom with that part of our coverage tonight. Tim?
Dan, just to put this into context, Oakland has had 11 different police chiefs just in the past 15 years. So the turnover rate for this job is extremely high, and that's left many people worried about the state of the department moving forward and what it means for Oakland.
11 in the past 15 years? That is a huge issue. There's no stability. Clearly, something is going wrong and something is going on in the city of Oakland. What is 11? I don't even know what to say.
Reaction pouring in from across the East Bay Wednesday after Oakland Police Chief Floyd Mitchell announced his impending resignation.
I think his expectations was for a department that was about to turn around, and what he found was that a department that was falling apart.
ABC 7 News insider Phil Mateer says he wasn't shocked by Mitchell's announcement. For years, OPD has been plagued by numerous scandals, and the department has been under federal oversight for about 2.5 decades.
What?
John Burris says the department has been under federal oversight for about 2.5 decades.
For 2.5 decades, they've been on federal oversight. That's the problem. That's a huge problem. How are you going to have any kind of stability for a leader if you're not letting them do their job and this is ridiculous.
Burris is a civil rights attorney whose case brought the department under that supervision. He believes Mitchell struggled to lead OPD under those parameters.
The court gave him some instructions that he had to take over the internal affairs section and have it report directly to him, which is not something he was accustomed to doing.
But leading the Oakland police is not for the timid, say many former employees.
It's a fantastic city. It is an incredibly wonderful police department, but it almost feels abused.
Ann Kirkpatrick was OPD's chief from 2017 until she was fired in 2020. She sued and won a case for wrongful termination. Kirkpatrick says OPD chiefs face pressures from the city and other players that make the job extremely difficult.
I think that politically they do not treat the police department well. I do not think that the community or the politics of the city supports the police department as a whole.
Beyond the challenges in leading the department, experts say losing another chief damages the reputation of the organization and the community it serves. Activist Kat Brooks says the department needs a head who will hold its officers accountable.
I want a police chief that wants to work himself out of a job. I want a police chief that actually understands that as much as they are passionate about keeping the community safe, that the way that we do it doesn't actually do that.
It's clearly a case for this position where you have two people. The lady that just said that she got fired and she filed a case against them, and the person I'm about to show you now. Same thing happened to him. He got fired. Arbitrary. He won, but he's no longer a cop.
I'm Jesse Waters. Democrat politicians putting their...
Mind you, this is 4 years ago. 4 years ago, this police chief at that time went on Fox News. And let's see what he has to say.
Constituents in danger isn't anything new, but now they're taking it to a whole new level. In moments, we have an exclusive interview with Oakland Police Chief LaRon Armstrong. He's in charge of a police force that's trying to keep what the FBI calls the 5th most dangerous city in America safe. Not only is he battling a crime wave, but he's also facing an incompetent city council that just slashed nearly $20 million from the police budget. Seems like an odd move for a city that's seen homicides and carjackings nearly double since last year. Luckily, these numbers aren't real. According to...
Look at this. This is 4 years ago. 91% homicides. 94% carjacking. Sorry, 91% homicide. 94% carjacking. 68% with a firearm. This is 4 years ago, people. This is 4 years ago when they're talking about defund the police. And this was going on everywhere. They're talking about defund the police pretty much in the blue cities and states. But this is outrageous.
City Council member Carol Fife, it's just propaganda.
So all of the hysteria that's been going on through the media and through certain other channels is just that. It's hysteria and propaganda.
Even if they're...
You hear that? Same rhetoric 4 years ago. It's the same rhetoric now. Hysteria, propaganda. That's what they say. They're the ones that cause hysteria and propaganda. They've been doing this in our faces for 4 years.
There was a crime surge. Locking up criminals wouldn't help. They need to be nurtured.
Investing in policing will only continue to lock folks up, but not give them the nurturing that they've never had. We're attempting to do that. And this budget does not even begin to scratch the surface of what's needed to do that.
Just last night, 2 armed robbers held up a TV news crew right in front of City Hall as they interviewed Oakland's director of violence prevention. You can't make it up. Unfortunately, the suspects got away before they could be taken in for nurturing. Even though this is what some residents asked for as they marched to defund the police last summer, not everyone's on board, even in neighboring liberal Mecca, San Francisco, where a new survey shows 70% of residents feel that the quality of life is on the decline. Now, it's not clear if it's the crime surge.
Look at that. This is San Francisco 4 years ago, a poll they took. Now, look at San Francisco now. San Francisco, you have crackheads, homeless people just all over the city. All over. It is not the same San Francisco years before.
Homeless encampments or high taxes, it's making them feel that way. But clearly, California is doing something wrong. Joining me now exclusively, Oakland Police Chief LaRon Armstrong. All right, Chief, so 4 murders in 48 hours there. They're trying to slash your budget for, I think, 18 mil. It's going to cause slower 911 response times, less cops on the street. That's a criminal's dream. Do you think the political leadership in Oakland is dumb?
No, I don't call them dumb. I just think that there are some idealistical community members and community leaders who believe that less police resources and more violence prevention will make the city safer. But we clearly don't believe you need to reduce police forces in order to achieve safety. We believe that we need more resources to address the high spike in crime in the city of Oakland. And that's really what I've been asking for, is more support and more resources to address the serious issue we're facing here.
You're being very diplomatic. I would not be that diplomatic, but I understand you have a job to do. When you hear this council member say that criminals need to be nurtured, do you think that's going to stop people from shooting each other in your city?
No, I don't think that's what's going to stop people from shooting people in our city. I think that people who pick up guns and use them against other people in our community, they need to be arrested and held accountable. I believe that our community wants the same thing. When I travel throughout the city, everybody says to me they want to live in a safe community. And with those who are picking up firearms and shooting them, they believe that they should be arrested and held accountable. And that's what we're seeking to do, is make the city safer.
Well, I don't think the leadership there has any clue what they need to do. Nikki Fortunato Bass, city council president, she's the one recklessly slashing your budget. Do you think she actually cares that body bags are piling up in Oakland? Or do you think, as you said earlier, it's just a bunch of idealism? And if you did come face to face with her, what would you tell her?
Well, I believe that these numbers that we see that continue to increase, they represent human beings. They represent people. And that...
Look at this. It says Oakland to divert $17 million from cops. amid crime spike. This was 4 years ago, I remind you. I'm going to keep saying it because what happened then is a result of what we're seeing now in Oakland and all these other cities that are just so defund police when you know crime is rapid. What do you think is going to happen? Anarchy.
It's difficult for me to accept taking on new programs when we have a crisis on our hands. I would hope that we would all be able to come together and all agree that reducing violent crime and making Oakland safer should be all of our goals, and to try to defund police at this moment and this time where we see homicides nearly double from last year doesn't seem like it's the right thing to do. The numbers clearly suggest that there's a need for more. It clearly suggests that there's an epidemic with gun violence, and also it's clear that we need these resources that she's taken away and given to the Department of Violence Prevention.
And just so everyone's clear, and I don't want to make this political, I know you have a very important job to do. City Council in Oakland controlled by Democrats, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, not Republicans, because I just wanted to make that clear to the audience, because the White House is saying that the Republicans are defunding, and it's actually the city councils dominated by Democrats. All right, Chief, I know you got a lot of...
So after this interview, that man, the police chief, he was fired later on February 2023, and I believe the wrongfully fired based on that interview. So you get on Fox News and you tell the truth, and in return they try their best to fire you just in your career. This is what Oakland's been dealing with for a very long time. 11 police chiefs over the past 15 years is ridiculous. Now everyone's seeing why Oakland is the way it is now. Just a free-for-all. There's no cops available to actually do their jobs because of what transpired many years ago. Not many, really, 4 years ago. And it probably happened to all the other police chiefs. You have 2 police chiefs that had to sue because they were wrongfully fired. Ladies and gentlemen, also people in Oakland, I hope that you are safe. Oakland's going to have to turn it around. You need Trump. You need the troops there. You need more law enforcement there present to keep the people in Oakland safe. And we need our communities to stop staying on code. You see something, say something. Your kids shouldn't be living in fear, going to school, not even able to play outside. You shouldn't be in fear walking outside, getting gas. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, and oh yeah, that YouTube algorithm. I need that. See you next time. Peace.